For ACU Sports, I'm Chris Macaluso with head coach Julie Goodenough at Moody Coliseum, where tomorrow night her Wildcats play host to Texas A&M-Corpus Christi, led by legendary head coach Royce Chadwick. You and Royce go back a long time. He's one of the most admired coaches in the league, and he's going to have a tough team for your Wildcats to beat tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's going to be a really tough game, big challenge. I will say, though, Royce is not legendary. His dad is legendary. His dad was my coach in college, and so, no, I'm just kidding. I have known Royce a long time.
Yeah.
When I played junior college ball at Western Texas College, I played for his dad, and so Royce would stop through town a lot, and we got to visit with him. He was then the coach at Sam Houston State.
It is a legendary family, so to speak, because if you do look at Royce's ledger, I mean, he has collected several hundred victories over the years, and your team has had its way with his team. The last couple of meetings, you guys have picked up the W's, but it's always such a competitive matchup. He always has such good players, from Brittany Bomaloo and Day Day. I mean, they can pose your players some problems.
Well, they're very athletic, and so we've got to figure out a way to try to slow them down and counter their athleticism. I think that we learned some lessons on the road last week and really exposed some deficiencies that we have, and we've had an opportunity to work on those the last couple of days. So I think our players are ready to rise to the challenge, and they're excited about playing at home.
Yes, it almost, even though it's only been about a week or so, it does feel like a long time since your last home contest, and this is the halfway point in the season. You are 6-2 right now, still in the thick of the Southland Conference title, but your players in a way got a little bit of a wake-up call taking on the Lady Jacks and Central Arkansas Bears, so to speak.
Well, the fun part last week was extending Christmas break another week.
Yes.
Our players missed the entire first week of class, and so this week we actually have our bye. I think everybody else has already had a bye, but ours comes later on this week, which gives our players a great opportunity to catch up on their schoolwork and just kind of get ready for the spring semester academically. But we had a good trip last week. It was a tough challenge playing at Stephen F. in Central Arkansas. We didn't come out ahead on either game, but like I said, we learned some invaluable lessons, and I think that we'll see that our players and our team as a whole will grow and move forward because of some things that we had to go through on the road.
What was the mood, the tenor of the team, leaving Conway, Arkansas last Saturday?
I think we were really disappointed at the way their post players scored so many points on us. That was our one point of emphasis. We had to keep the ball out of the hands of the post players. But I think it was a good lesson for us and an opportunity for us to see what really good post players look like, how they battled for position, and we played against two senior post players that are two of the most dominant posts in the league. One's been playing Division I basketball now for 5 years, and they're just a lot more experienced than anybody on our team. And so we want to try to emulate the way those post players played, and I think that's what we can learn every time we play against some of these really good players, the all-conference caliber players in our league, is try to learn some lessons from them and try to emulate the way they play, the way they score, the way they defend. And so we can always learn through the challenges that we have.